Good to go. So today we're gonna foil some stuff. Now the pieces that are obviously missing from this are currently baking in the oven because we painted most of the pieces for Rigby. There's a lot of detail, and then we'll also be foiling the pieces for Miss Maggie and potentially our Rosy Maple Moth. So we've got a lot to do today, but we'll get it done. I poured this off of the surface it was on, and I got pieces everywhere, and I don't want them to be everywhere. So I'm gonna try to like put these back, and then we'll go ahead and get all the glass dust off of the edges, and then we can start foiling. I still have not cut the planet for the UFO that we were working on last night. I woke up this morning and I came in here and I was just like, still not feeling it. So I'll try to at some point. All these tiny little pieces for the daisy need to go back to where they came from. Go back. But that's basically a rundown of what we're doing today. I hope everyone is doing well today. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Yes. It's Tuesday, isn't it? That's not right. This needs to go there. This needs to go here. That goes there. Alrighty. Just to kind of keep things as organized as possible. Now for my custom pieces, I usually just hand foil everything, so there's not much that I can break out the table foiler for. Really the only thing is like the background pieces. These are usually too thin to do the table foiler, or use the table foiler, so we're just gonna hand foil everything. But our first order of business is getting all the glass dust off of our edges. Oh, let's try to move this a little. Hey, Kara. I've been, I don't know what I've done today. Oh, I smoothed out the moth today, so you can kind of see it up here. Hi, Sam. I'm doing well. How are you? But I smoothed out the moth today. I painted a few more details onto the goats, and then I foiled. Did I grind these today? No, I smoothed them out yesterday. I worked on my Patreon exclusive sun catchers today as well. So it hasn't been a super productive day, but it also has been. Like, I'm just hard on myself. So you know how it goes. Sometimes there's just days where you get real distracted and you just gotta do your best. Although I am right on schedule with these guys, ideally, I would like to have everything for the goats foiled today. That way I can solder them on stream tomorrow. I want to have them shipped out by Thursday because I'm leaving for my trip on Friday. Friday morning, like 4 in the morning is when I'm gonna be leaving. Super early. But we're right on schedule, which is great. I'm still not doing as much as I want to with my shop update. Like I'm a little behind just because I've been really focusing on these guys, but once I get back from my trip, I have one more commission that I need to crack down on to have done by August. But then I'm just going to be like all shop update stuff. So, sounds like a productive day. Yeah, I'm still going. Fidgety since I woke up. Oh no. There's just days like that though. I know sometimes I feel bad, but you know I'm working, so I don't immediately respond back, especially like it took me about an hour to foil the Patreon stuff, a little over an hour, so my hands were solely focused on that. My the pieces that are in the oven, they should be done I think in about 10 minutes, so that'll be perfect timing for them to cool off, and then probably once I'm done with this, then I can go ahead and foil the rest of the pieces for Rigby. So what are you up to today, Sam? Are you working on any projects or just working? Hey Noctis, how's it going? That's fine. I really don't care. One day I'll get something to mount my camera on so I'm not like craning my neck to look around my tripod to see my screen. Technically, I'm sure that I could have something on my phone, but ooh, lamp repair. I've never done anything with lamps before. Whoo. I don't think I have any advice. What exactly do you need to repair on it? Is it just some pieces that are cracked? Probably, because they're always cracked. I'm not honestly too well versed in repairs. I've sent people who've asked me to do repairs to other people. There's one person who requested a repair and I basically would have had to redo the whole thing, like refoil everything, take it apart. So I quoted them a price and they just never responded. I was like, do you think I'm gonna repair something for $5? Rigby! Yes! Little Rigby. Little Rigby. People really want artist handmade quality at Wish prices regardless of what they're doing. Oops, my hands are off the camera. There, now you can see me cleaning the glass. How are you doing today, Alicia? Welcome. Also, Noctis, I really like that Pepe. It's nice. Doing pretty good. I was just describing what I've done for the day, or what I've already done today, and what I hope to get done, which is foil these goats and hopefully the moth. There's still a little I have to do for the moth though, so I can't foil all the pieces, but let's put this here, let's put this over here. Yeah. Is the title? No. No, it's I don't know, I just like think of fireside chat every time I foil, so I just said Foilside chat. I'm sorry to be disappointing. I've actually I haven't played Dark Souls, but Brian got it recently, so he wants me to play it because I found out like in the last few months that I like punishingly hard games. So he was like, I feel like you would like it, even though I also don't like spooky stuff, so it's kind of a, we'll see. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and just get started with these pieces. I'm gonna be using primarily 730 seconds foil for everything today. Oh, let's see. Let me turn you a little bit like that. There we go. Hi there, went to, oh, okay, I missed a few things. Luckily it's a simple design, but she really played down the amount of damage. Oh! She's gonna pay you properly, right, Sam? Oh my god, 90%? That's insane. See, that's why I don't do repairs. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Nope. Went to Michael's and got a cutting mat. Can't wait to cut my patterns. Yes! A cutting mat. I really would like a bigger one. I went to, like I told you, I have the Blick Art Supplies that's like a brick and mortar store. And I went there and I found a giant one, but there was no price tag on it and I couldn't find them anywhere in the store. And I was like just tired of being there, so I just left. But one day I'll have a big, I want it to like cover the whole table basically. And not just tiny mat. But this is good for now. I'll literally say, I'm gonna upgrade, like, I never will. I never will. Do you think, Sam, do you think you'll be able to find the glass to repair it? Like, how old is the lamp? And is it just like all cracked and stuff, or is there other like structural things that you need to fix? I just like don't like repair. I don't like repairing my own stuff. So I don't think, for right now, I don't think repairs are in my near future. Like there's definitely money to be had in like the stained glass repair industry, because like big doors and stuff, there's repairs that cost like $10,000, and there's people willing to pay that, but it's such a huge undertaking. Like, y'all heard how stressed I was for that giant iris piece. I was very honest about being unsure about how long it would take, so hopefully this may bite me in the butt. Yeah, you know, honestly, like, I have had the same thing happen where I didn't know how long it was going to take. I ended up severely undercharging, but I kind of just viewed it as like a learning experience, and, you know, both to learn whatever I was doing and also learn how to price more accurately. So like there was a piece that I did, it took me 26 hours and I profited like $200 on it, which if you price that per hour is not a lot. And that was when I was first starting out though, so it's hard to price stuff. Especially like if you're first starting to do like really big things and really like high ticket things, it can be a little intimidating. Why does this happen? That's so annoying. Alright, well I have to redo this piece because the front got scuffed. I think I lost control of it and it has like a little, there's no way you'll be able to see it, but it has a little scuff mark. Oh, that's fine then. If it's white, then that shouldn't be too bad. Like there's a lamp that I saw for sale at the thrift store, and it had a bunch of like rare purples and blues and like really oddly specific like multicolored things, and I was just like, repairing that would be a nightmare. Or it wasn't a thrift store, it was an antique store by my dad's. But yeah, I would just rather be like really, I would rather just create things than repair for now. I don't have much of a hankering to repair old stuff. If you're in the Discord, I would like to see a picture of it, if you would be willing to post it, by the way. I like seeing all the projects that people are working on. Stained glass or no? Oh, my pieces are done. I can hear the oven. Back to pricing, I have 10 pending sales and just have no clue what to charge. I'm so afraid that they might not want to purchase in the future. I mean, you know, I understand. I totally understand. It is scary. But at the same time, I think a really healthy way to look at it is like, do you want them to even be your clients if they don't want to help support you? And like, it might just be that they don't understand how much time that goes into it. So when I was starting out, or sometimes if I'm still kind of like uncertain about a new person, if they want like a really high ticket thing, there's actually one person I quoted recently and they paid the deposit and I still haven't heard back from them, so they probably are just like, this bitch. But sometimes I'll say the price and then be like, hi.
Shut the oven off.
Okay, thank you. I just like completely lost where I was going with that. Pricing. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, I'll be like, if you need me to explain anything or if you have any questions, let me know. God, that was terrible. Hey, Risk, happy Tuesday. Welcome. I'm gonna go get the pieces from the oven. So give me just a second. I will be right back. I outright asked this one Angela to let me be your go-to for stained glass. Yeah, she never messaged me back. Hold on, I'll tell you more about it. Give me just a sec. For your patience. I got our pieces out of the oven. So yeah, it was this it was a custom commission. So I charge a $40 deposit. Why are my viewer counters not coming up? I charge a $40 deposit for the outline. If I'm drawing up an outline and it's like a big thing. Well, actually just for everything, but $40 deposit for the outline, and then once they're happy, I take the rest of the payment before I even start because I refuse to have someone stiff me when I've spent 15 hours on a piece. So she paid the deposit, I did the outline, and then I told her the price, and I never heard back from her, and I even followed up like a few days later, and I was like, you know, if you had a specific budget you want to work within, please let me know. But she wanted like a really detailed piece that was like pretty big. It was 10 by 10, and in total it had over 80 pieces, so it was very detailed and like to the specifications that she wanted. She never told me a price range, so I was like, okay, you probably have an understanding of my pricing if you've seen my shop. And I just never heard back. And I'm not gonna like, if someone wants to like view my time as like, if they want to be disrespectful with my time, then I'm not going to pursue a sale. Like if they just want to ghost me, I don't care at this point. So that's just the way I see it now. I definitely used to not be that way though. So it's like, okay. She probably took it to someone else and they made it for like $100 or something, but which is fine. I don't care. She paid the deposit. I do get a lot of younger people messaging me for custom requests though, and I just don't think they understand how much it costs. So that was probably what it was, because it was like a gift for her mom. And it's hard to do pricing. Especially if you're like, if people look up stained glass, there's a lot of people that charge not that much. So if they hear of someone charging over anything really over 300, they like kind of, I think it spooks people. So I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Risk. That piece was pretty cool. It's definitely like, I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. So, like I said, even though you view that as something you didn't like I'm sure you learned quite a bit from doing it. So I don't think I would ever view that as a fail. That's not the right way to look at it. Where's my doomsday glass? That'd be so spooky. Well, you still haven't paid me for your 6-foot tall feather, Arcturus, so maybe we can start there and then we can move on to the Doom one. 6-foot tall doomsday glass. It's okay. It's a learning experience. I felt the same way about the first time I used lead cane. I totally messed it up, but if you are just like accept it and you don't, you know, try to learn from it and do it again, then you'll never learn. But yeah, Alicia, I really liked how you did the like you just soldered the like chains directly to it, like those little bead, I don't know what those are called, the little ball chains. So it was really cool. I wouldn't be so hard on yourself. It's all good. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these the flowers done, because there's these tiny pieces and they're giving me anxiety. So they're gonna take me a minute, so we'll go ahead and try to get these done. I cannot use my 7/32 foil. We have to use our tiny one, because these are just petite. Small. Ah, I see. Might have just been like a rush thing then, because I know you said you were like trying to finish it before you went to sleep. So now we know. It's important that you know when to like just walk away from something. Yes. It's so tiny. Why are you so small? Ugh. Get out of my desk. What are you doing? Ants? It's this thing. They've colonized my plant. It's so rude. Well, what do you think, Alicia, what do you think you're going to work on next then? Also, Risk, I loved the, the Home Alone UFO. That was so good. That far exceeded my expectations, just to let you know. Yep. Whoops. Totally agree. So tiny! It's like a little piece of rice. This one's even tinier. My goodness. Why did I do this to myself? There will never not be an appropriate application. You are totally right. So I think I'm kind of debating on bringing my computer to Tennessee this weekend to work on some outlines, because I feel like just being in nature is going to make me want to do some outlines. So if you have any suggestions for Patreon outlines, if any of my patrons have suggestions, I know I have a few people in here. I'm going to try to get them shipped out hopefully by Friday. If not, I'll have to get them shipped out when I get back. Just because this week is a little bit of a cluster with like all of these commissions and stuff. I have to finish a flower nightlight and the school bee that both need solder. I have a flamingo pattern, mushroom, another honey jar, and oh my gosh, you're going crazy. Ocean themed. Maybe I'll just do for July, I'll do ocean themed in general. I think that would be cool. No. Oh wait, when I was asked to make a honeycomb, they sent me a photo. It turned out to be yours and was posted for $30, so that's what I charged. Now I realize, yes. Mm-hmm. The bee. The queen bee. It's like the bane of my existence. I hate it so much. I just like try to ignore that that is a reality. Because otherwise I start getting angry, and I need for my ego to not get angry about it, because there's nothing I can do. What's Tennessee known for? What about some sort of cabin tree thing? Ooh, that would be fun. I don't know what Tennessee is known for other than like bluegrass music, maybe. A shooting star scene would be awesome. I mean, fireworks, because my brain sucks. Well, I know for sure I'm gonna do a shark. because Shark Week, and that was something that was, this is so small. This is stupid. So a shark for sure, and then Tennessee firework. Ocean. Oh, we could do a jar of moonshine. That would be so... I have it in my brain. I have it in my brain. Like, it's gonna, like, how fun would it be? And y'all can, like, veto this if you want, but how fun would it be to have, like, a jar of moonshine, like a jar with a moon in it, and have it be, like, a... moonshine! A bando with some greenery or mushrooms on it would be amazing. That would be so cute. I love it. Have like a space, but like have like a moon with some stars and stuff and a space scene in a jar and be like, call it a moonshine pattern. I like it. I might just draw that because I want to draw it anyway, to be honest. I like the banjo idea too. Right? The internet is such a beautiful way to meet people who have like minds. I feel like I've just, without trying, I've just kind of like attracted people who have like similar brains, and I think it's cool. Whether it's like the algorithm knows people too well, or I don't know, if like stained glass people are all just kind of like this. Who knows? Who knows? This is so chaotic. These little stupid pieces. Get on there. There we go. Hello there, scouting. Oh, I thought it said shouting Nate, and I was just like, a raid? Ooh, I don't have Twitch notifications on. I'm sorry. I'm glad you said it, because otherwise I wouldn't have known. Welcome. I will take it as a compliment. Thank you. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi. How are you? How's it going? Long time no chit chat. I think it was like last week, Hut, that we talked. Well, welcome everyone. If they're, oh my god, 41. What? Oh my goodness. Well, welcome everyone. I'm sorry my Twitch notifications don't work. Right now I'm working on foiling this goat. I'm a stained glass artist. And I have these goat portraits that I do. You can see the other one over yonder. Nice. Was it you that raided? Who raided me? I'm sorry, I don't know. Was it Hut Armories? Did you raid? Whoever it was, thank you. But yeah, I'm working on this goat. We're applying copper foil tape to all of the pieces, and I actually just got more pieces out of the oven. For some of these goats, I paint on details with glass paint, so they were setting in the oven, and they're probably cool by now, so I could probably bring them over and show everyone. Okay, thank you! Thank you for the raid. Literally every time I stream, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have my Twitch notifications turned on, and then I forget about it. But yeah, thank you so much. I just call you Nate. I'll go ahead and put these pieces on. So Rigby here is actually the kid of another goat that I've done a portrait for. So this lady, she has a herd of 19 goats, and these are the 5th and 6th portraits that I'll be doing for her. So this is Rigby and Maggie May, and they're just super special. This lady is super nice. She wants an individual portrait for every goat. So that is what I've been working on. This is the wrong eye. What does copper foil do? Off to cook things. Yeah, thank you so much again for the raid and for stopping by. And I hope you enjoy your food. I know these fit. Why is this not going in? There we go. So the copper foil is what the solder is going to stick to. Disclaimer, I am from America and we say solder instead of solder like everywhere else. So I like to just go ahead and just nip that in the bud before people are like, what in tarnation is she saying? Ah, yes, there you go, Kara, explaining it. It takes me forever to explain anything. But yeah, so Rigby, especially if there's goats like this that have, like, they don't have a lot of details, like it's just black and white, I'll add more details with the paint to kind of make them look more furry. And he always has his bottom teeth showing, so I also painted a piece with his little teeth on it so he looks like he's smiling. So let me turn this off. In the distance as I leave. So this is Rigby. Oh, sorry, you can't see it that well. There we go. So you can see like his little white fur details, and then his neck is like kind of gray. So this is him. He's precious with his little teeth. So we're applying foil. So yep. Move him back, turn this light back on, and then I'll put the pieces for Maggie on there later. I'll put this over here. So I have a window question. Is there such a thing as double glazing for stained glass? I'm actually not certain. I don't do anything with fused glass or with kiln anything, so I don't believe so, but I also am not certain. This is basically all I do. It's called Tiffany style stained glass. So there's another version of stained glass work called leaded glass, where you connect all of the pieces with this H-shaped piece of lead came, and then you like solder it all together. So this is more time intensive and allows you to put more details into things. So this is basically all I do. I would eventually like to venture out into another glass medium or just like art medium in general. But I do this full time. I've been doing this full time for a year. So I'm just like hyper focused on this for now. So yeah. I don't know. This is the short answer for your question. Well, thank you. Thank you for that explanation, Kara. And yeah, I mean it like just kind of like, I hate not being able to give answers, so it's just kind of my way of saying that, basically. But I'm glad you think it's cool, and I'm glad to have you here. I really need to make a note for myself to remember to turn on my Twitch notifications, because I have them working for YouTube, but then Twitch I always forget because I'm multi-streaming. Ugh. So my forgetfulness. Let me move this back so you can kind of see what my little hands are doing. So today is just going to be a foiling day. Usually for my streams, I'm either planning and cutting glass, foiling, or soldering. So I think tomorrow is going to be soldering day for these goats. But yeah, so I'll do all of my steps at the same time. So I'll just foil for like 4 hours straight on stream. And then, like I said, tomorrow we're going to solder. So I'll just be soldering for, I think the longest stream I've ever done, it was 6.5 hours. And I was soldering this huge, it was like a 21-inch tall, almost 2 feet tall, 2 foot tall iris. Group of irises. And that took a really long time. So, full of lots of useless knowledge. I wouldn't say that's useless. Look, you just answered someone's question. It's nice. For my upcoming shop update, I'm gonna be doing an alien theme, basically. So I'm calling it otherworldly. So, oh, thank you for following, Annie. Welcome. So everything's gonna be otherworldly themed. So we've been talking about aliens a lot. So like this is a piece that I made on one of the streams. It has like iridescent glass and it's like kind of this cool little UFO. But this is one of the pieces I made, and so that's like prompted us to talk about conspiracy theories and aliens and stuff the last few streams, which is kind of fun. That's like my main thing that I like to talk about at all times. So I've just used it as an excuse. It's lovely. Just lovely. This flower, the pieces that I'm foiling, the whole flower is like 1.5 inches wide, so these pieces are really, really tiny for no reason. Just no reason. There's a few other stained glass artists, and when I say few, I think there's one that I've seen on Twitch. I've seen one. I think there's actually, I think there are a few people that I follow on Instagram that stream on Twitch, but the fun thing about stained glass is that everyone has different methods and everyone will do things slightly differently. I think that's kind of like goes without saying for any form of art, but a lot of like stained glass artists that come into the stream, they'll be like, whoa, I didn't know you could do it like this, or like and I've seen other people where I'm like, you're doing that backwards, how do you do that? But you know, it's all about like what people find most comfortable. Foiling is the one that I learned most recently, that some people, 2 people that I know that come into the streams, they do it like the opposite way, and my brain literally can't wrap my head around it. So I don't know, every time if you watch other stained glass artists, everyone's gonna be doing stuff differently, and no one is right per se, because everyone's just gonna do things the way that is best for them. Like the way I don't even think I could replicate it, how they do it. I'm not gonna try. One of them was able to replicate the way that I do it. But I don't know, it's just kind of fun. This piece is so tiny. This is like a centimeter. It's so little. Hey Nightingale, how's it going? Hello, hello. We are working on the goats. The goats. Oh, it's hot everywhere. Everywhere. It's crazy. What is, like, how hot is it where you're at? I didn't even know it could get hot. Where you're at. Dog sitting. Oh, that's nice. I'm good. I am very good. It's toasty here as well. So, I just kind of like, in Florida, you just accept the reality of just like sweating a lot. But also, if we, our house that we're renting isn't very good with like keeping the cool air in. So we can't really turn the AC that high because otherwise our electric bill would be like $400. And we don't want to do that, so. I am great other than just like being warm. Warm. Ooh, that's hotter than it is here. What is happening that all of these places are hotter than Florida? Hold on. Let me see what my, what the like feels like temperature is outside. Okay, take care, Alicia. I'll be on for a bit, so hopefully I'll chit-chat in a little while. But if not, then I'll catch you later. So right now it's 92. What does it feel like? That's high for me. So I live somewhere kind of coastal. So it never has actually gotten above 99 degrees where I live. Right now. What does it feel like right now? It's hot. All right, that's all you have to know. It's hot. Ew. Oh, oh no. Toasty. Why is it so hot everywhere? Pacific Northwest, I think, is finally getting a break today. Maybe. I don't know if it's going to be in the hundreds again. I checked the weather yesterday. It said at least where my mom is, it's not going to be above 100. So that's nice. Feels like 88. Okay, so that means it probably feels like 86 here. Cloudy today, but humid. Ugh. It's about to rain, so take that humidity to 100. Ugh. But you know, Kara, you know, I love it. I used to hate it, and now I love it. It's just rude. It's so rude that I have gotten Stockholm Syndrome for Florida. I used to talk so much crap about Florida. I wanted to leave so badly. So badly. 100%. Basically. I mean, it's like, it said it was 66% humidity right now. Usually when it's raining, it's like in the 80s. The country where I'm from is between 50 and 70 year round. Times like these, living in Texas. I wish I lived there. Yeah, Texas is... I don't think I would ever want to live in Texas. Because I think Texas has like more of a dry heat maybe. It would depend on where you're at though. Because there's coastal Texas, so... Okay. Aw. Yeah, I mean, that's like a part of it, right? Is we just know more people here. Also, Noctis, have fun watering your plants. Hope they get nice and hydrated. You need a beach. You know, I live 40 minutes away from the beach, and we almost never go. I think the last time we went to the beach was 2 years ago. But I'm personally, like, a lot of people think of Florida as like beach, and everyone just goes to the beach and wants to go to the beach all the time. But like, if you're really, like, consider yourself from Florida, you love like the inner part of Florida, like rural, not swamp, but like rural Florida is, you cannot beat rural Florida. It's beautiful. Outside of like the touristy zones is the best. But yeah, so that's part of us wanting to stay too, is we just know so many people here, and we would just know no one if we left. Like, we would move somewhere that we know people, or that Brian knows people, but it wouldn't be the same. I would have no friends. None. I already don't have many. Because I'm just busy. But you know, you know what I mean. Yeah, I could definitely meet people. I mean, like, I met one of my friends on TikTok, and that was like random. We were just talking about it the other day. So there, I'd be able to meet people. That's like the weirdest meeting I've ever, the weirdest way I think I'll ever meet someone. It's probably through TikTok. Like an IRL friend too. In real life, TikTok friend now. Imagine me. Listen, I met someone on TikTok. Like a friend. I'm being serious. I am being super serial. And she's not a serial killer, to my knowledge. I've visited her many times and I'm still alive, so I would say I know you are. I know. I haven't gotten my head chopped off, so we're good. Wow. Thank you for the lemon, Nightingale. Wow. I just want these tiny flower pieces to be over with. Over with. We're almost done. We have like 7 more pieces of the tiny stuff left. But yeah, now on the last stream, everyone told me about RV loans, and we talked about like personal loans and stuff. So then that opened up a whole new world of looking for RVs now that I know that like an RV loan exists. Cause like we don't want anything super expensive, but like something livable for like, I don't know, 20,000 is not that bad. Over 7 years, it's not that bad. I'm looking for a new template. For what? What do you mean? But yeah, after my last stream, I got super excited and I was just looking for RVs for hours. Hours. Wow. Hello. Welcome. Other Nightingale. Also, thanks for the lemon, Leo. Welcome. We're working on goats today. If you cannot tell by my goat. Ooh. Stained glass since I can't finish the spaceship. What do you think you want to make? Oh! Wasn't there something that you said you want to make? But then you never told me what it was. Derpy goats. This one is pretty derpy, but I mean that in the most loving way possible. His little teeth. His little teeth. Oh, the planet with the ring. Memory of a goldfish. I have so much going on. I'm just gonna blame it on that though. So I've been considering too, I think I've mentioned this before. This is something I've been considering, is offering all of my patterns that I've made, not the custom ones. But I'm gonna put all of my ideas, or no, words, all of my old patterns that I've done general sales for, I want to offer them on my Etsy, like so people can buy them like for $2 or $3. So I think that's something I'm really gonna crack down on at some point soon. Soon? Hey, how are you doing? And no, this is just plain copper. No gold. Oh, if this was gold, if I had the money to buy gold foil like this, I don't know, I probably wouldn't do anything different, if we're being honest. The difference is that if I had enough money to buy that much gold, I would just be like out in the middle of the woods streaming. No, you. Words, yes. Might struggle with words sometimes. How are you doing, Aramnita? What are you up to today? How the heck are you playing Black Desert in its bloody spaceship? What? What does that mean? What does it mean? Brian opened that up yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I know someone playing that. Have you just been like playing it non-stop, Aramita? There's spaceships in Black Desert? What? I thought it was like fantasy medieval world. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Ah, I see, I see. Oh, you take Tuesdays off, right? Tuesday's your day off? Didn't it used to be Monday? Am I thinking of someone else? Yeah, the flower is done except for the middle part. Yes. It's so tiny. Little pieces. Alright, now the rest of this should go by relatively quickly. You know, you want to know an interesting fact that I learned about Twitch recently? Is that 40% of the viewers on Twitch are also streamers. What? It's so high. Breed horses. How do you... It doesn't like show it, does it? Like it's just like some like off-screen thing, right? Please, God. Please. No. Nightingale, no. I don't know, that game is so detailed. I don't know what kind of game it is, man. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. No. No. I don't know, games are getting pretty wild nowadays. What have you done? I didn't do anything. I swear I didn't mean to. Well, moving on from that, that sounds fun. So chaotic. Oh wait, I didn't foil this. This little tiny little grain of rice. It's so little. Now all we need is Brian to come in here to finish the chaos. Okie dokie. Thanks for lurking. Keep us posted on what your horses are doing.
What'd you say?
I have summoned him. The chaos. It just got chaotic for a second.
Oh, you need me to cause chaos?
Yeah. So. Hi. Yes, please cause chaos. Stop. You can't stop me. Hello. Oh, heyo. Oh, you're saying it to him. I thought it was someone new. The restream chat is purple, so sometimes I can't read people's usernames on Twitch.
People on Twitch.
Yeah, I got raided by this dude who had like 40 viewers. This is like the most boring thing. Like, I'm applying copper foil tape to pieces of glass the size of a grain of rice. You know, just normal SunBear things. I'm not purple. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Oh.
When's your first client?
4.
4? Why are you wearing shoes in the house? What are you doing?
I want to feel taller. I don't know.
Shoes are gross.
Thank you.
If we had a nickel for every time someone said that when you came in, we'd have like $2.
Oh my god. $1 or two.
maybe like 75 cents.
Maybe.
Looking like McGregor today. We were talking about that yesterday. The old TikTok crew would walk in and they'd be like, McGregor!
Yeah. Who would say that?
People on TikTok streams.
Oh, yeah.
The OG people who would watch me on stream.
Yeah.
My cracked front camera.
Those are fun.
You can't take his beard. That's not how anything works. I'll fight you. I would fight you if you tried to take it.
Like shave it off. So I could look like a 16-year-old again.
Shave it off, package it, and send it to someone across the globe so they can glue it to their face like an actual psychopath. No. That would be severely unsettling, Nightingale.
Would be. Alright, well, I think that's an adequate amount of chaos.
It wasn't enough, actually.
Was enough chaos?
Stop.
What that? Feeling it now?
I think we could all consider ourselves experts of that topic. Oh, I should have painted these details more. They're kind of getting covered by the foil. It's not too bad, though. That was pretty chaotic.
Good.
Thank you.
Did I hit your quota? Chaos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
The CQ.
Chaos quota?
That was like, he did that before we started dating. We went to see Sabaton in person, like as their band. And like before you left my car, you took all the change out of my center console and you were just fucking pelting it in my car.
Because you said something about chaos.
No, I kept like putting something that, this is before we were dating too, which is the most grab-assy bullshit. But you kept putting your stuff in the middle and then I would take it out and put it on the floor. And then at the end you were just taking handfuls of cords.
The old mariner.
Have fun, chaos. Okay, bye, Aramnita.
Bye.
Have fun with your horses and your game.
Watching horses? She has actual horses?
No, she's playing... What is that game, that MMO? Black something.
Black Desert?
Black
Online?
Desert. Yeah. She's playing that. Black Desert. Thank you, Nightingale. Oh, I couldn't think of the... Because it doesn't... Like, I don't know why it's called Black Desert. That's why I'm just like, why is this named that?
You gotta play. Find out.
Well, just like the game you played, the, like, Lodos...
Deeded in record of Lodos for... something. It just kept going.
There's literally I can't make sense of anything that it's saying.
Some of the Japanese titles on Steam are crazy. I came across another one the other day. where it was like 12 words long, and it just made no sense. It's like a word soup.
That one, the Deed It in Lodos something, that's the worst one I've seen.
Record of Lotus War. Deed It in Record of... Because Deed It is a character from an anime that apparently sucked. It only ran for like one season and nobody liked.
Oh.
But this character's been revived for the Record of Lotus War or whatever.
They said Black Desert is so complicated, got in, saw thousands of buttons, tried to talk to NPC. Yeah, I remember Alina was like playing, I watched her like play it for the first time on stream the other day, and she was like, okay, there's so much going on here.
I'm back on Civilization kick. Civ 4.
Maybe, oh, I was gonna say maybe this Saturday we can play But I'll Be Gone.
What do you mean you'll be gone?
I'm going to Tennessee.
Oh, that's this weekend already?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving on Friday.
What am I gonna do?
I don't know. I'm taking the car though.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, that's why we have to go. We have to go grocery shopping on Thursday. So I'm gonna leave Friday morning at like 4 in the morning.
Alright, I gotta run some errands tomorrow then before you leave.
This is probably gonna be the worst piece to foil, by the way.
I'm gonna go out with my sister. The range. Yeah. I can't really do the MMO thing anymore. I mean, I never really got into MMOs.
Other than Guild Wars.
I mean, Guild Wars 2 was amazing. And it's still pretty, like, I'll drop in every now and then, but... I mean, at the end of the day, Guild Wars 2 is still just a beefed up WoW, pretty much. Minus the subscription fee. That's one thing that I refuse, is to pay a monthly bill on my video games.
Yup. I got a quest to go out and kill some foxes. Got there and there was 20 people massacring the whole fox species.
Good. It's like Rust or Valheim or any of those kinds of games. It's not my thing. More of a fan of co-op than MMO, like Diablo style.
Yeah, I have to go out and get an air mattress sometime, probably Thursday, because I'm taking Evan to get his allergy injection on Thursday, so I'll probably have to go out. Like, I'm just gonna use Thursday as like my day to like do all my last errands and stuff.
Okay.
First, I'm poor. Second, I'm poor. Third, it's stupid. I mean, what is WoW up to now? Isn't it like $15 a month? Or has it always been that?
I think it's always been $15 a month.
That's insane to me. That is absolutely preposterous.
People that have been playing since 2004 too.
Hello. How are you doing?
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I don't think Blizzard. Never mind. They don't deserve my money.
Yeah, tell them.
Screw Blizzard. Screw EA. Screw Bethesda. All the companies I grew up loving. They're all terrible.
Okay, we got the eye piece done. So usually what I do for this is I like to burnish the inside because that's gonna make these pieces stand up again. And then I kind of do the same process. It's a labor of love, and if there's some lifting, not lifting, if there's like any cracks in the foil, I don't really mind too much because it's pretty easy to cover. Like little tiny cracks are fine. Like there's a little one that formed, but it's not big enough to see. Just putzing. Are you did you guys fare okay with the heat? The Pacific Northwest experiencing 117 degrees. Craziness. Don't you guys have an air conditioner though? Like didn't you guys get one of those floor ones?
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out.
Okay. You'll be back.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'll at least say
Wee-wee.
hi before I go out. But yeah, I have the 4, pretty much till 8.
Okay.
So, and Andrea and Michael are coming by for the 7 p.m.
Oh, you just like stayed, you just locked yourself in the bedroom. That's a good idea.
Ugh.
You got up to 113.
Important.
Chocolate was dripping off of the shelves. Cause y'all are on the 3rd floor too, so you don't have like insulation above you. Like you do, but not like... Oh my gosh.
Alright.
See, if you just stayed in Florida, you wouldn't have experienced chocolate chaos.
Chocolate chaos. It's not the only chaos in Portland. What?
That sounds like a horror story. It does. Goodbye. Well, that's nice that he is not experiencing the hell. Y'all, foiling is my biggest thing that I just get so bored. I just about want to cry. Just about could cry. This piece doesn't like fitting in here, so I'm just gonna force it. Also, hello Annie, how are you? I've been surviving on Halo. 95 in the apartment? Criminal! You should just move back to Florida. Florida's better. There we go. Halo Top. Halo Top is an ice cream brand here that's like, it's low sugar and low carb, so it's like a little healthier than other ice creams. Like it's not as, doesn't have as many calories. Brian got chaotic. Oh, and then it got a little chaotic in general. We be smoking hay. Is that what they're calling it nowadays? Y'all, I started foiling and I didn't get the glass dust off of these edges. Luckily I didn't foil too much. It's actually really tasty. Yeah, Halo Top is actually really tasty though. I used to eat it all the time. I've like kind of cut out like super processed foods though. It's boring, but it had to be done. I made a run for it getting lunch. Ugh. I had a salad before I started streaming, and I'm also really hungry now. So I'm gonna make, I think tonight, since I started the stream earlier today, I think tonight I'm gonna make a burger. Last night I cut the stream off and then I went and I just like zoned out on my phone for a few hours. Okie dokie! Resupply Halo Top and chocolate. That sounds good. Have safe travels, and I'll catch you later. Well, I make big honkin' salads, and I love Caesar salad, so I made a big Caesar salad, but it was not enough. Or maybe it's just because it was like 3 hours ago. Probably that. I didn't realize it was already 3. I ordered food. I opted for no contact, but the guy was not having it and was ringing and ringing, so I stumbled into my pants. That's good. Yeah, we have our front door opens out. So a lot of people don't know it, so they'll put our food right in front of the door, and then we have to like knock the food over to get to it, and they're always like, oh, sorry. There's no way for them to know, but it's always just like, ugh, just give me my food. Okay, onward. Now we can foil. Now that everything is dust free. Oh, we could possibly do that, but we just always forget. We only order food on the weekends. And usually Brian's the one ordering, so it would be up to him to remember. Yeah, he orders himself breakfast on Saturdays, and then he'll order us dinner on Saturdays. So we get the special treatment on Saturdays. Recently, that's very often. It's like I won't, just because it's like, an $8 sandwich that is now $25. But we actually ordered food on Saturday from this place. Couldn't tell you what it's called, but I had steak fajitas that had a sriracha sauce all over it, and it was on top of cheese fries. And it was amazing. It was amazing. I was so blown away. It sounded good in the description, and then when I ate it, they put so much cheese. It was so good. Shut up, Kuma. Hello, Kuma. How are you? With 6 of us, eating out is so expensive, but we're so lazy. Ooh, 6! That is a whole lot of people. That is a whole crap ton of people. Or Nora. I know. I know you said you would say it. We were going to order last night, but everyone was ordering salads and sandwiches. Yeah, no. No. If you're gonna order something, you gotta order like filet mignon fajitas on top of cheese fries. Like, you gotta order something weird. I guess technically I could make that at home too, but that's the fun of it, is like on Saturdays, like he just likes to buy us dinner. And we're like, it's like our little introvert date that we just like stay home. We stay home and play video games all day. It's normally we would go biking first and then do that, but it's too hot in Florida now, so we haven't been biking just because it's like, it gets hot by like 8:30 now. So we'll start once it cools off again, but we've been, every Saturday is just like our lazy video game day, and we just like sit on the couch and just play video games all day. And then we eat a bunch of food, and it's great.
Yeah. Favorite day of the week.
What are you gonna do this Saturday?
Play video games and watch 90s movies and old TV shows.
You're just gonna do the same thing, just without me.
It's comfy. I'm steeping some tea in the other room, so I have a minute. Steeping some tea, it's tea time here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. The exact same thing. The only difference is that Evan will either be in my lap or on my desk the entire time. Oh, and I will play my guitar extra loud with the door wide open as well. Other than that, nothing else.
Called out. Kara called me out because I don't like cooking anything if it has like more than 5 ingredients. So we're talking about ordering food, because I don't. Like, I'm super like peanut butter, honey, oatmeal. That's it. 3.
Yeah. It takes me like almost a half hour to cook my breakfast.
I hate it. I can't.
I love it.
No, I'm saying I just hate cooking.
Worth it.
I just hate cooking.
French toast.
I used to make myself pancakes, but
pancakes are good.
I go through ups and downs with cooking. Florida, watching coverage of the recovery efforts is giving me some serious 1995 flashbacks to the OKC bombing.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing that happened there. But I did hear, and this is whatever, nobody knows what caused the collapse, but the government was doing like testing, not nuclear warheads, but like subatomic.
Oh yeah, out in the Atlantic.
Yeah, they were doing that off the coast, and there's like a theory that little seismic shift, because it registered as a 3.6 in Miami when they set that off, that could have done just enough jarring, because you know how sensitive Florida is, like with our sinkholes, and like our landmass in general is not very stable, and that little bit of shaking up could have been enough to just loosen up the foundation.
I didn't even
on
think
a building
about that.
that was already pretty shoddy.
Yeah, that would make sense. How far off the coast were they doing that? I thought it was like in the middle of the Atlantic.
I don't know. But it did register here as 3.6 though.
Yeah,
so
that could have been it then.
Could have been. I don't think it was an attack. I don't think it was a deliberate attack. If it was, then it must have been like one really lucky single explosive. Like just in the right piece of foundation that caused that chain reaction. But I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I think it was from the testing that they were doing, setting off bombs in the ocean, and the government doesn't want to admit it. Because now they'll have to foot the bill for everyone that's died and all the property damage, if they did admit it. So expect them to not admit it, because you can't trust them. Stop trusting them if you do. Stop.
What do you mean? They've always had our best interest in mind.
Oh yeah? Except when you look back at any point in history, pretty much. Literally. No, just right now. Right now in the present, they have our best interests in mind. But every time before now, they didn't. So, just keep that in mind.
Uh-oh.
So, I'm getting spicy.
We're talking about conspiracy theories now.
Yeah, you should. Take it from someone that worked for the U.S. government for 10 years. Yeah, the internet's a special place, isn't it?
It brings...
You meet all these people where it's like, you'd be so cool if we hung out in real life. Oh, where do you live? Nevada? Ireland? Sweden? God damn it.
Yeah, I was mentioning earlier how crazy it was that it was like TikTok brought me and Kara together. Just
Serbia?
Like... Yeah, he's from Serbia.
Well, that was a coincidence with Kara being as close as she is. Everything. Yeah. Well, you should have an open mind at least. Shouldn't take things at face value.
Careful now. That's dangerous.
Oh,
conspiracy talk.
Yeah, you're right. You should just trust everything they tell you, actually. Because they're, like she said, they're definitely looking out for your best interests at all times. They would never trick us into getting into an illegal war or, you know.
Careful. Careful now.
Hey, I held the guns for that one, so I can talk shit about the war.
All right. You have first-hand experience. You're good. I trust
anything the beer tells me. Yeah. Anyway, alright, I think my tea is thoroughly steeped, so. You go drink. Oh, I've been there.
I think you're already on the list.
I've been there. Trust me. I've been there.
They're already there. It's okay.
On the list now.
Nothing new.
I was saying this kind of stuff even while I had a top secret clearance, so trust me, they're at least aware.
Spoopy.
They're at least aware. Anyway, have fun.
Ooh, thank you.
What?
You said have fun. Thanks. I will.
I just want to hang out with you. I can't believe you're going to be gone all weekend.
Just hang out with me then.
Not to be a downer, but my first ever memories are from U.S. bombing here. Serbia, Kosovo. All right, let me go get the food that I just prepared at least.
Yeah, I think people would really benefit from like really sitting down and analyzing history and learning about the things that have really like what is it, the Marshall Islands? I learned pretty recently that they were doing like really intense nuclear testing and like basically used the people, I believe it was on the Marshall Islands, as like a petri dish of testing to see what would happen. Everyone like died of thyroid cancer. It was horrendous.
Isn't it hilarious too? Let me just throw this out there. Just throwing it out there. Not saying anything too controversial, but I'm just going to put out two little dots, and if you want to connect them, you can.
Okay. I'm honestly nervous right now.
But the same government that has literally launched over 100 nuclear weapons on our soil, so completely irradiating parts of the earth, making it unusable. Not to mention that the first time they set off a nuke, it was theorized that it would light the atmosphere on fire and destroy the entire planet.
And they were just like,
and they just said, fuck F it, and did it anyway, right? So this government who has laid waste to countless square miles with nuclear weapons is blaming us for the climate changing. I digress. But you can put those together if you want, but... Oh, I love... And, like, BP, this is hilarious, because BP put out a big thing about, like, climate change, and it's like, dude, do you think we forgot about what you did to the Gulf?
Did
like,
we just forget that you guys, like, single-handedly just,
destroyed the Gulf of Mexico?
Up on their little high horse, I'll tell you what. This was my TED Talk.
Anyway. We gotta stop this. We're gonna get in trouble.
I know.
We're gonna get you in trouble.
My business is gonna get taken down. Hopefully not.
Yeah, so yeah, you're
but
in
this
Serbia.
is still crazy talk. This is just someone who's...
Yeah,
Put your tinfoil hat on.
I'm insane. I'm crazy. I was never actually in the government. Don't worry about it. This is your TED Talk. 9/11. Okay. I'm gonna read that one in my head just because of how it started.
You have to read things.
I'm gonna read that one in my head.
In your head first before you say them.
Yeah. Well, the fire lasted for several weeks too.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm cutting it off.
That's what I'm saying. That's it. It was a collapse that resulted in a fire that lasted for 2 weeks. Completely normal. DU. This is the Serbia guy? Yeah. You bet.
Yeah, you just forgot to take your meds today. It's fine.
Yeah, sure. Just tell everyone. Yeah, there you go. Bombed with DU. Yeah, it's actually really awful. I would say I'm sorry on behalf of the United States Army, but yeah, it's just terrible. DU is like, I don't know if you're aware, but it's like once the nuclear devices pass their sort of their shelf life, they can be decommissioned and turned into depleted uranium rounds. So the uranium is depleted, so it's mostly not nuclear, and they'll use them. Not supposed to, but they've used them, and it sort of has a, and this is from a tank operator that I knew personally. It has more of an implosive effect when it impacts. So, like, he was telling me that they were taking sniper fire in some town where we definitely didn't use depleted uranium, trust me. But they were taking sniper fire, and the tank commander decided to use in theory, a DU round, you know, and he shot it, and the implosion basically caused everybody on the street, like if you're just hanging out in your house, the implosion was so powerful that it was pulling people out of their windows into the middle of the street, and people were like impacting with each other and dying on impact. Like, yeah, DU is ugly. Plus it does leave a radiation footprint when you use it too. So I'm pretty sure it's against Geneva Convention.
No shit.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know how they get it. There's got to be some kind of legal tap dance that the U.S. does to where they still use it. But like Serbia bro here saying, or lady, bro, like the guy from Serbia is saying, because he's seen it firsthand. They do use it. Yeah, it's more for armor piercing.
Yeah, and
it shouldn't be used at all.
I think it's important to, you know, really be able to recognize the things in history that have happened regardless of where you live and your loyalty to your country. You have to be able to step back and say, like, this was not good. And that's not being, like, a crazy person. Like what happened on the Marshall Islands, where they're just basically seeing what happens if people are exposed to high levels of radiation. And everyone died of thyroid cancer. Like, that's objectively horrible, regardless of who did it. So
there's been all kinds of experiments throughout time that have ruined people permanently. Even MK Ultra, with the, now listen, it's declassified. That's all like public knowledge. That's like Wikipedia knowledge.
I just don't want to get flagged in my
I'm
business
just saying
to
that
like
was,
not be able to.
That is a documented, like, decades long period of experimentation with drugs.
Yeah. That
permanently, you know, ruined some people. So, it always gets real chaotic when I'm in here.
Always. Always.
Used to talk about other countries. We ignore our own problems. Yeah, it's kind of hard to zoom out for a lot of people and kind of look at where we're at in like an introspective sense. You know what I mean? Like what we've been doing for the last 50 years, really zooming out. People have a hard time doing that. I mean, it's tough too. You don't want to be, you know, I don't know how to word it.
It can be very easy for you to start learning these things and it to cloud your vision of, and like kind of get you into like a really angry, hateful
that, for sure, yeah.
thing.
You don't want that.
Yeah, but I think that's why it's a lot of people choose to not read about it and not look into it.
As long as you have this sort of mindset that, like, there really has never been a good government. You know what I mean? I mean, even going back to Mesopotamia, like, every ruler has basically been a dick in one way or another.
Yeah.
You have, like, the Pax Romana. There was, like, a brief period in Roman history where they had, like, 5 good leaders in a row. But even during that time period when things were really peaceful and nice in Rome, they spent the entire time murdering barbarians in Germany. So,
yeah.
It's never perfect.
I think we're just inherently like our species is just very violent. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to like get away from that. As much as we want to be like, ew, we poop in porcelain structures, we are civilized. Like in all reality, like we're not.
We're not.
We're still just monkeys.
Figuring things out, I guess. Embrace the chaos. We, the U.S., have and still do horrible shit. Yeah. You want to think that it's for a good cause, but...
On a happier note, Serbian flag was the only flag flown over the White House. France and Serbia, but Serbia's first.
Project X Human Edition. I'm not sure what that is.
Project X?
Oh.
Human Edition?
Not sure what
I don't know what Project X is either.
Embrace the chaos. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm a lot more familiar because the Clinton Wars in the 90s. I'm more familiar with the Bosnia conflict just because of how incredibly scary that was for the people in Bosnia. I don't know what it was like in Serbia, but feel free to enlighten me. I'd be very interested to hear it firsthand.
You were listening to like lo-fi beats to study to and then talking about like, governmental corruption.
Serbia. There was some sort of genocide that was taking place. I think that was in like the Kosovo, Serbia. I'm pretty confused on what actually happened over there, though.
Everyone buy extra wide and long rolls of aluminum foil to protect yourself from government radio waves. I will fashion it into every piece of clothing that I possibly can. Really old movie about testing nukes on chimps. I'm sad. Those poor chimps.
Government radio. They're listening. They're in my head. That's the problem, is that there are a lot of schizoids that kind of also go down the rabbit hole, and those are the ones where it's like you'll look into something really obvious like MK Ultra that's declassified. It's like literally on very Wikipedia. Well documented. Like, yes, the CIA tried to actually mind control people. Here's the documentation for it. But then they'll come across that, and then it's like, well, what about, is the Earth round? And like they'll just start questioning things that shouldn't really be questioned in the first place. Yeah. Like, you don't want to be that open-minded, where it's like, is the sky really blue, or is the government making the sky look blue?
Are we just in the Truman Show?
Yeah. That's when it's like, all right, bro. It's a little weird now.
We have to be calm. Calm down. Well, everyone's on a list now, so welcome to the... Oh my goodness. Genocide was in Croatia and Bosnia. That's how war started. Paramilitaries on both sides put terrible things.
Yeah, like I said, I've done a lot of reading on Bosnia. I'm not gonna say why. Let's just say things look very similar.
It's just say, you just don't have to say.
Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, we'll skip that. But yeah, Bosnia is very, very sad thing to read about. And yeah, people need to realize that that kind of stuff can happen again.
History repeats itself.
Yeah. History doesn't repeat. History rhymes. It doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes.
I know, that's just the phrase. Yeah, I'd be interested in hearing more about it, but I understand if you don't want to talk about it too. I can only imagine. Not on my stream. No,
yeah, no,
I don't.
Not on the stream. No, I know. Is he in your Discord?
I don't know. Are you in my Discord, Nightingale?
Get Nightingale in your Discord.
I feel like you probably are, because he's from...
Or join my Discord.
D-Live. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know. I don't remember if you've joined or not. But there's my Discord, in case anyone wants to join. My Discord is for mostly art. And then I have like one current events tab that I just added recently. So most of my streams are just like art. Yay! Not talking about current events.
We're not talking about current events.
No.
I'm like history talk.
Yeah. I'm an artist. Ooh. Yeah, you don't have to like do art also for anyone who wants to join. Like you can just come in and hang out and like look at other people's art. Or I really like learning about small businesses. So if you've ordered from a small business and you liked what you ordered, I have a little tab where you can like put small business suggestions. Because small businesses are very important right now. A lot of people are relying on them to stay afloat, so I like trying to help little small businesses and artists and stuff get some orders. I think Evan's portrait will be here soon.
The watercolor?
Mm-hmm.
How big is this storm? It's rumbling outside.
Sounds pretty big.
Sounds like a big one. We need to get... I'll take care of the plants.
Okay, I was like, you can do it. I don't have to go out there.
Let's see what...
Foiling upside down! I'm not foiling upside down! I literally cannot conceptualize what everyone is talking about doing it like this. This makes no sense to me. This feels so horrendously unnatural to do it upside down like this. You also can't see where you're going very well. Or at least I can't. I don't like it! As swimming goes... Wait, what? I guess to the point of floating? No! I'm so hungry! It's so funny too because like me foiling this way, this is just what happened naturally. Like I didn't watch any videos on like how to foil or anything. But like you don't have to worry about it twisting. It's just straight, like the foil is just right here. You don't have to like worry about it getting folded in on itself. And then you just like, you just go. I don't do it that way either. Wait, then how do you do it? What do you mean? It looks so messy on my camera right now. This looks disgusting. Thanks, I can't.
I think it's because you're losing light from the outside too.
It's super dark. Yeah, it's like super. Oh, it's so dark outside. Off to the south.
Looks like it's gonna hit for about an hour or two.
Go get the plants. My cosmos are most certainly going to fall over. Those straggly little guys.
I'll move them. The airport is reporting 9 miles an hour.
They're gonna fall. They're gonna get knocked over. If they aren't already. I keep the caddy to the left and then run the foil from my stomach. What? Yeah, it's totally personal preference. Totally personal preference. That's crazy. I can't imagine having it like come this way. To each their own. Apparently I'm literally the only person who foils this way though, so I don't know how that happens. Because everyone I've talked to, they foil the way that I showed you, which is just feels so wrong. Unique! Oh, you know what's actually really interesting about toilet paper? So apparently if you have the toilet paper roll going over, it makes you use more because it's harder to rip, and they knew that, so that's why they put the toilet paper over on all of the pictures. But actually if you do it under, you end up using less. Statistically, you end up using like 30% less. So aesthetically, the only way to do it is over, but if you wanna... Does Brian have any strong opinions about the cases? He sure does. He sure does. We could ask him when he... An under person, only way to do it. I don't care. I don't have like a preference. There was one time that I did it, I just like replaced, I was at my ex's house and it was in high school, so it was like, we were at his parents' house because he lived with his parents. And I put the new roll of toilet paper on, and I like had to go find one in another room, and I found it and I put it on and it was going under, and his dad got like irate because I didn't put it over, and I was just like, oh my god. Not using... Yeah, we could just use a bidet like civilized humans. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's, you know, to each their own. But yeah, we can ask him. I'm curious. Risk, why do you ask about the Gateses? No. The only wrong amount is 9. Someone asked if you have any strong opinions about the Gateses. I'm talking to you.
I mean, if you don't want people in your backyard, you gotta keep it locked. I have a very strong opinion about gates. All right. Strong opinion about gates. The guy who was convicted of running a monopoly by our Congress. I don't know. He's a criminal. He's literally a criminal, a convicted criminal. And the Gates Foundation was created as a sort of a tax haven pivot after his conviction from Congress. So, people in the 90s, or people might not be old enough to remember that, but yeah, Bill Gates. Look up his congressional hearings back in the late 90s. He got spanked by the, what?
I'm letting you do all the speaking, because then I can just be like, take your meds.
Yeah, right. Because you don't agree with...
I don't agree with anything you're saying.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's a turd.
I personally, the one thing I will say is I don't like one person owning like 200,000 acres.
No.
I don't like that at all.
The fact that he owns so much land.
That feels... Watch my computer just like...
He's still running a damn monopoly. I mean, come on. iOS is not really competing with Windows. At least not on computers. Bill Gates was running monopoly, and that's why Microsoft and IBM were broken up. Yeah. But like I said, if you look at it nowadays, like, yeah, now there's iOS and Microsoft, but Microsoft, everything that comes out software-wise is pretty much only compatible with Microsoft products. I mean, just look at Steam. Any given video game on Steam. What's the compatibility of iOS versus Windows? Windows is the only OS for gaming, period. Unfortunately. Even if you got Linux, you know, your best bet is to emulate Windows with your Linux. So, it's still a monopoly. Yeah, he got convicted and broken up. And he basically became a board member, but I know the BM Foundation, we'll call it that, that was founded as a result of his conviction to Congress. It was some kind of tax write-off kind of thing.
Bowel Movement Foundation?
BM Foundation. Built for Windows and then sometimes backwards, adopted for... Exactly. But the point is that everything's built for Windows out the gates. So, out the gates, huh? But yeah, no. I mean, they really don't have any competition. And it sucks because, I don't know about you, but if they did have competition, I would probably lean into that. Because I'm so tired of almost daily updates.
But we don't like Apple either.
And they change all kinds of settings on your computer. Like, the last update turned off my desktop icons. Like, I had to go back in and turn them back on. But yeah, Apple's... all those big tech companies are trash.
I am glad to hear that, Alicia. Thanks for stopping in again. Hopefully we'll see you in a little bit. But if not, it was nice chatting.
Bowel Movement Foundation. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I personally really like Macs, like just for like work. Like the high school I went to, they only had Macs. And like they were really nice. Like they're just super simple to like not like just if you're just trying to get some work done. I liked my laptop for doing art because it had the Retina display, which is like one of the most gorgeous looking displays I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's true.
But it had like 100 gigabytes of internal storage and it was $1,500. And to get 256 gigabytes of internal storage, it was $200 more.
Yeah.
And it's just like, stop. So I don't view that as competition because that's another level of like, you're just getting pooped on by price gouging.
They're apples and oranges though, in terms of
Hey,
Apple
thank
and
you so much
Microsoft.
for the super chat, Alicia. I appreciate it.
See your dog writing them.
They don't show up. They only like show up as like the writing of what the sticker is. Oh, absolutely.
From
Max.
From like an artistic perspective.
Or just like
General compatibility though.
Yeah, they like I tried. That's why I didn't game when I was in high school because I had a Mac.
Yeah.
And it was really good for I could have Photoshop, Illustrator, like all these different programs open and it ran so smooth. But 3 years and it was like basically bricked. Like, my laptop, both of my Macs should not be bricked, and, like, the batteries are just fried for nothing.
Apple products suck. They basically have a self-destruct. Linux is the most superior of all OSs, but it's not very user-friendly.
You guys used Linux, right?
Yeah, I used Linux for the majority of what I did in the military.
Yeah, like, I really wish that I could afford Macs, but...
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I would love to have one, but I will never because of the price point and how unreliable they are, because they're just like I used to have an iPhone and I switched to Samsung and I know iPhones are better, but like they literally break after like yours is just barely chugging along. Well, you can't use anything, like any apps.
I do everything I can to keep this thing going because
He has a 5.
I don't want to upgrade. And when this phone breaks, I'm going to downgrade.
Get a dumb phone.
I'm checking out of the whole smart whatever. I'm going full boomer mode. But the faceplate on even the iPhone 5, you can't even really see it, but the faceplate, it's a known issue. It just comes off after a certain amount of time. So I have Gorilla Tape over the top of it.
This camera.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. But that's literally what's holding it on. Holding it together is this Gorilla Tape here. Because they're designed to just peel apart after a certain amount of time. So I tried using Linux. Couldn't do any of the programs I needed to switch to Windows. That's what I mean. Like the ultimate PC setup would be a nice Linux desktop with emulated Windows on it.
Planned obsolescence. The gates always look like they're giddy over controlling everyone.
Well, that's what he does, right?
And I know this isn't even...
He's just installing a new operating system.
I know this isn't even, like, in debate terms, this is just not even... Can't even be used as a good argument, but I just hate his sweaters. I hate his little pink sweaters.
They're all like soft pink.
Soft, pale color. I just hate them. There's just something aesthetically, even if we weren't like looking at him as like what he's done, I just don't like his school sweaters.
He just has that like Kermit the Frog voice too.
His arms are all crazy.
You see, we need to find a way to get the population as close to 0 as possible for the good of the Earth.
And I know that's like not a good, that is an argument that you cannot use in a debate.
What?
That you just don't like how they look. Like, it's just not a fair argument.
It's an ad hominem attack.
Yes, but...
It's a petty attack.
It's petty, but it's just like, I just don't like how he looks.
I hated Cosby sweaters. Yeah? Right? Trust in your gut. Someone's not right about them sweaters. Someone's not right about them sweaters.
Oh. Hilarious.
Yeah, back in the 90s, I was a ruthless businessman and cutthroat and have a trail of corpses behind me, but now I've changed. Getting convicted by Congress really opened my eyes.
His arms.
Oh, the video where he's like this.
Yeah, so he has like salad finger animations.
Ruh-roh. We're gonna lose power. This live stream is just gonna cut out.
I have a laptop, so the live stream will last like 10 minutes, and then my laptop will die. So.
Oh my god.
You can afford to pretend to be better while getting tax breaks for doing so.
Now I do a better job of hiding the bodies.
I guess I'm gonna have to go quit my job now. Yes, welcome to the sunny side. Oh yeah, Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. That part.
That's what I mean. The Wi-Fi will cut out. I mean, you could tether your phone, I guess.
So I could just turn into one giant pixel.
That's not nice. You shouldn't talk about Melania Gates like that. Or Melinda. Sorry.
Melinda.
Melania. Wrong. Ooh.
No.
Said a curse word.
That's
Sorry.
a no. Nope. Get out.
You're getting nuked off Twitch now. Said a curse word. Yeah, Melinda. Yeah, it's not a nice way to refer to her. They're getting divorced anyway, so Kermit will be free to do his thing.
Mr. Rogers could have given him sweater tips.
Still at risk if lightning strikes.
Well, I have it plugged into a strip, like a.
Is it a surge protector? Or
Yeah.
Is it just a power strip?
Yeah, it's a surge protector. It says like grounded.
Yeah, you're good. I have that on all my stuff too.
Hey Laz, how's it going?
Surge protector, uninterruptible power supply. Because I have a desktop. We don't need internet where we're going.
I like internet though.
But yeah, Remy canceled, so Robert at 6,
Okay.
and then Andrea at 7. I'm probably gonna work out alongside Robert, so
Okay.
probably a little after 6, which means I have to eat another meal around 5.
I'll work out too.
Yeah, come hang out. We'll have Andrea and Michael tonight,
Ah.
so he's gonna.
Your
sign
video is starting to lag. Classic. It's so, I have lights on in here and it's so dark. I need like a big floodlight so badly because it looks like I'm just like a little swamp creature.
What happened to my ring light?
We don't have a stand for it. So if I get a stand for it, I mean, it's literally right there.
Huh.
Okay, goodbye, Nightingale. Take
See
care.
ya. Later. Alright, well. I guess I'll go be alone for a little bit. How much
Okay.
longer are you gonna stream?
I don't know. I have to finish foiling the goat, both of them. So I still have that one to do. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it tonight though. But I need to get these shipped out on Thursday. So. Yeah, I have a his sister let us borrow a big ring light. What were you saying?
You should be good.
I'm just tired. I'm just like, I get really tired of foiling.
Yeah, this bad boy. The official YouTuber ring light.
But I don't have a stand for it, so it's just kind of useless. If I take pictures with it, I like have to hold it over the thing. And I need just more light in here. Because like you can see the light is on in my little face cam, but...
Yeah, this is a really good light, but we just got to figure out where to mount it. If you work out inside, isn't it just working? Isn't it actually working? Good. Good job.
I mean, it's a gym.
It's true. Well, it's...
Oh,
yeah.
working... Oh,
Get it?
I get it. Also, vegetable oil instead of glass cutting oil. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what glass cutting oil is made of, so I can't say for certain. But I'm sure Google or someone... It's grinder coolant.
Ooh.
There might be someone watching who knows. Might be a stained glass artist on here that knows.
All right.
I don't see why not, but I don't know. Okay, goodbye.
Bye. See you later.
Let's see. I'm gonna grab. There, I got moved around. Let me grab my oil and see what it's made of. What are you? Isn't this like not allowed to have, like, not have the contents of what it is? What are you? It's pink. I know that much. It's pink and non-toxic, but it says if swallowed, ingest water or milk and call a physician immediately. Wash hands after use? What is this? How is this non-toxic? I use baby oil and it works great, no issues, and it's been over a year and a half. I've heard veg oil is a bit thick, but never tried it. Great. Yeah, like I don't know why it wouldn't work, but yeah. Baby oil, that's a very good suggestion though. If that works for you, then heck yeah. I just have a bunch of this and I go through so little oil that I've refilled it a few times. Is the thunder really loud for everyone? I assume so. Hopefully it's not too overbearing. Can you hear the rain? It's raining pretty hard. Best lo-fi beats to study to while storming in Florida stream. Gotcha. Colored pencil fashion illustrations? What? I need to know more about this. Me too. Now that storm season's really picking up, y'all will probably be hearing them every stream, which is just comfy. Just comfy. Okay, so we have that one piece left to do. We have these left to foil, and then Rigby will be done. I'll have to remake piece number 7 right here tomorrow, but that's okay. We'll remake that. Oh, and we have this too. Whoops. So I don't really, like the oil just kind of comes off naturally. So I don't really ever take too much time to clean it. Usually when you're grinding, it just like kind of comes off, but there's not that much oil that's getting on the glass either. Sometimes your cutter will kind of like get it all over the place, but not very often. It's really only releasing a very small amount just to lubricate the cutting wheel. But yeah, otherwise it usually just comes off when you're grinding, and then you don't really have a problem after that. At least that's what I do, is basically not clean it. Whew, I'm like tuckered out from chaos talk. Just tuckered out. This piece might be a little bit annoying because of how deep that little concave spot is, but we'll do our best. We will do our best. Same thing with this one. Same kind of vibe going on. I'll have to patch this. This was way too concave to even try and not rip the foil when we're pushing it down. So we'll just patch it, and that'll just have to be good enough because it's just so little. I don't think I have the autofocus on. Ooh, what is it? Let me see. If you use baby oil on colored pencil, you get a watercolor effect. I'm not great at painting, so I just use that hack through college. What? I want to try. I don't think I have baby oil, though. That's so cool. Man, there's so many mediums that I want to experiment with. There's so many. There's so many things I want to do. One day I will do variety streams and we'll do art together and it'll be great. Not that we're not doing art now, but it'll be like, ooh, today I feel like doing a watercolor of a fern. One of these days. I think too, something that I would really love to do in stained glass is like a conspiracy theory series, or like maybe like a cryptid series. More specifically, like do Bigfoot and Mothman and Wendigo. I've always wanted to make a stained glass Wendigo because that's one of my favorite like spooky cryptid stories. So a fern. Yeah, I mean, I have the forest corner over here. Which this is actually like a done up version of my pattern that I sell on Etsy. But I could definitely do, the pattern doesn't have the little curl in it. I actually added that and I think it looks kind of nice, but I could definitely do a fern as like a, I could do a shark oceany one and then a fern. I will always love drawing plants. Always. I mentioned it before, but what type of markers do I use for dark glass? So I use metallic Sharpies, usually silver, although I've used bronze and, what is the other one? Copper, I think is the other metallic Sharpie. But just the plain metallic Sharpie, and I have a few right here. This one, silver Sharpie. I like it. Katy Perry left shark? What? When is the $2 million giveaway? I don't know, you tell me. I could use $2 million. Point me in the direction. Ah, okay, yes. So there's kind of, it depends on the glass, but if I'm working with a glass that has an opalescent, I don't know if this is the right word for it, but it has like a less shiny, like it looks more like the inside of a shell. That was like right next to my house. Ooh, there's a lot of lightning outside right now. But yeah, if the iridescence is more like of a soft opal iridescence where it's not as like shiny, I find that type of iridescence holds on to Sharpie mark. So usually what I do for that is I actually draw the pattern on the reverse side, the non-iridescent side. This is like a general thing that I've noticed. It's not for every piece of glass. And then for like the super shiny iridescent, like the purple that I was using yesterday, and just like those, I will metallic. I don't really care which one. They don't hold on to that Sharpie mark as much. So you're saying I've been lied to? I guess so. Who said there was a $2 million giveaway? I don't have $2 million. Spoopy outside. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got really distracted while I was saying that. Also, Risk, it's going to be more natural. I don't really like doing like super cartoony things. Like the UFO is kind of cartoony, but you can like make it not as cartoony. But I was thinking about doing like maybe a shark from like looking at it with like the ocean, like if it's swimming along the coast or something, or just doing like a shark. That was loud. The thunder in Florida makes your windows shake. It's crazy. That lightning probably struck like on my block too. I probably do need to have a giveaway. Now that you say that, Noah, I need to have another giveaway. I had a giveaway back in... Holy shit. What is going on outside? It is crazy outside. I saw that. That was Over there, over yonder. Hold on, I want to check the real-time lightning map. Oh yeah, okay. So one just hit like maybe about half a mile away. That was loud though. Glassworks Pixie? What? What do you mean? Glasswork Pixie is on Twitch? What? Yeah. Yep. We live in like a very similar neck of the woods. Hello! Welcome! I didn't know that you were on Twitch! Hi! Wow, thank you so much for the raid. I was just saying earlier, like, I don't know what glass artists are on here. Yeah, it's like crazy. That's so cool. You were actually, I have been doing this full-time for just over a year now, and you were one of the first stained glass artists that I saw when I first started getting into stained glass arts, like, in 2019. So, this is so cool. That's awesome. Well, yeah, thank you for the raid. Right now I'm working on this goat. Beep. His name is Rigby. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so terrible with knowing about other people streaming. Like, I see a few people, but I'm terrible about going and watching. So I'll definitely have to give you a follow and check out your stuff. But yeah, heck yeah. Instagram is like my main place that I document my stuff. I try to keep up with it at least. It's hard. You know. But today is just a foiling day for me. How was your stream? What were you working on today? I swear, people in Florida just love streaming. There's so many streamers that I'm like, Florida. I know. Rigby is so cute. Here, I'll show you his actual picture. Let me put this up here. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. Mushrooms! Oh my gosh! Let me show you the mushrooms that we made on stream the other day. I think they're on my Instagram, so if you're poking around, but I'm doing an alien theme for my next shop update, so we made alien mushrooms on a stream like last week or something. Little alien mushrooms! Okay, let me show you Rigby. And thank you so much. Yeah, this, the person who commissions me to do this, she has a herd of 19 goats. And this is number 5 and number 6 that I've done for her. And she wants a portrait for every single one. Let me find Rigby so you can see how cute his little face is. Okay, have fun, Noah. So this is Rigby with his little teeth showing. Isn't he just so darn cute? But yeah, so this is Rigby, and then the other one's name is Maggie May. And the lady that commissions these, she's just like, I know the little teeth. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. So for your streams, I can definitely just check out Rude. Rude for interrupting me. I can check out the videos later, but do you like to do certain steps per stream, or do you usually like start to finish them, or like I would love to know what all you did today, and I guess I'll just have to check out a stream too. Do you stream in art or makers and crafting, by the way? Because I've seen some people, some glass artists do art and then others do makers and crafting. And I just like don't know where to check. Let me get these little mushrooms out of the way. I always work from start to finish on a single project. I like things to be in order like that. That's totally fair. I'm kind of more like I'll do like today is just foiling day, and then like I'll just do mostly like one step at a time days. There was one person who was doing it in the art. Well, maybe it wasn't stained glass. Maybe it was another like crafting thing. But I saw them in art, and I was just like, "But you're crafting," because I think of art mostly as like painting and stuff. So not that this isn't art, but you know, just because that's what I saw the glass blowers do, and those are the streams I mostly watch. Very nice. Okay, I just want to make sure because I've never seen your stream before. And I've been sorely missing out because of it. Let me clean this area up just a tiny bit. So we've actually, that was the last piece for Rigby. So now we can go ahead and start with Maggie. Oh no! Hold on, let me take this down. Yeah, absolutely, I would love to. I try to be active in the Twitch community, but I've just like worked so much, and usually I'm so just kind of like distracted by, you know, whatever stuff I'm doing, because if I go into people's streams, then I'm just chatting the whole time. One of my Smiths switched to art recently because he saw a declining magazine crafting and a surge in art, so he jumped over. Yeah, it's never ending. And I never stream the grinding process too. So usually for my updates, I kind of, so my last update that I did a week of just doing nothing but cutting glass. And then I have everything kind of separated in little plastic bags. And then I did a week of grinding. Actually, it was like 4 days. So my fingertips were just destroyed. Like, you know the struggle. And then I do like a week of foiling. So that's how I kind of like break everything up specifically for my shop updates. So welcome, Frank. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I can't remember where I was going with that. Oh, but grinding is the only thing that I don't stream, just because it's like, I grind for like 4 hours at a time, and it's just, Thunder, yay, more thunder. Yep. I get it. This one is probably one of my favorite ones that I've done, just because like Maggie is so stinking cute, and she has really big eyes, so like the whites of her eyes were all crazy. She's so cute. You miss you some thunderstorms. Well, they will be thunderstorms aplenty on my streams now that it's summertime. Pre-grinding because I think it's boring to watch, but since I do things in order, I have to grind on the stream. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. I think if I were to do like one project, I've streamed the grinding process one time before, and then it got like glass everywhere, and I was just like, nah, I don't like it. You go there. You go there. I think I'm gonna do a stream like that sometime soon though. I really want to do a start to finish project, just so people can see what it's like. Because I think with stuff like this, oh, I don't know. Maybe I should check. Let's check our phones to see if there's a tornado warning. I am in, I mean, it's no secret. I'm in Tampa, so. Let's see. Oh my god, I have 7 million notifications. Weather. I have a special marine warning. Probably not. Hazard. Water spouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Water spouts. Water spouts are just disgusting to me. She is also a stained glass artist and makes beautiful sun catchers. No, the video of the grinding, that was when I was streaming just on DLive, probably like back in December. So those get deleted after maybe, I don't know, 3 days, I think it is on DLive. So I unfortunately don't have any of those videos or anything. Alright, so this is little Maggie. Maggie May. Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. That's so wild. Like, you're like right over there. That's so funny. I want Rigby to leave my personal space right now. I'm feeling crowded. Crowded. Please don't do that. Here, let's move you over. Let's grab our light box. And just use this for transportation. Yes. Yup. Oh, I feel ya. I understand. We'll just put it back onto the sheets. I try my hardest to stay focused, but sometimes it is just so hard. Y'all know I just get to chatting and then I don't stop. I have been streaming. So I started originally back in September on DLive because I had really bad experiences with Twitch. Specifically, my significant other got a stalker when he was streaming on Twitch back in 2018. He streamed 3 times and he got a stalker. So I was very against Twitch. And then I finally just sucked it up and I was started streaming on DLive in September. And then I started streaming on Twitch, I think back in March. And that's when I started doing the simul stream where I'm on DLive, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. So. No, it's okay. I've had only good experiences with Twitch. My significant other is a personal trainer. So he was doing like workout streams and he attracted this person like that was just really weird because Brian would work out shirtless sometimes. I don't know. It was just, I think it was just a coincidence. I've had only good experiences on Twitch. so far. The makers and crafting section is really, really nice too. Like, I've poked around and I've met a lot of really nice people in the makers and crafting and in the art. But yeah. And then I would say, I think it's been about, yeah, if you just keep your shirt on, you should be good. Although, you might get more followers, I don't know, but it's fun. I started streaming more regularly. I think it was about 2 months ago, like back in April. Yeah. So I think it was back in April that I really started to get serious about, like, I don't have a set schedule, but I try to be streaming at least twice a week. It's usually 3 to 4 times a week. We're talking about how Brian got a stalker from streaming on Twitch 3 times. And because Glassworks was asking, or I should say Pixie, maybe. Pixie was asking me about how long I've been streaming for and stuff. But technically, my live streaming started in February of 2020. And I live streamed exclusively on TikTok. And I like got a little group that was on TikTok, and then I just started getting bored of it, and I just didn't like it as much. No! No! No stained glass OnlyFans work. No! But yeah, I really enjoy it. Hello Lee, how's it going? I really like having, I like that it kind of forces me to work. Hello Michaela. Hi Stack. You got a glass license? I do not. I have no licenses. I don't even have a goat license, if there is one. But yeah, we're just talking about streaming and talking about... Hi, you were here. Welcome. It absolutely is. Hold on. Take that back. So I think TikTok used to be perfect for growing. So I joined TikTok in November of 2019, and I very quickly got a lot of followers because of the algorithm. When they introduced the creator fund, I know people who didn't even opt into the creator fund, and their views went down to, like, there's a person that I know, they have 100,000 followers on TikTok, and they get like 400 views per video. So, and that started basically when the creator fund came into being, and they didn't even join the creator fund. So then they're like, all right, let's just join, and they get like the same amount of viewers. But that's it, governor. Did I clean these? I think I did. But yeah, there's actually really, it depends. TikTok, kind of, you have to like make it what you want. Like, you can make TikTok whatever you want. There's a lot of really good information on TikTok. There's a lot of like food people, and there's a whole political TikTok, and there's just so many different facets of TikTok that it's not just like little kids doing stupid stuff with Fortnite and like dancing. But yeah, so I would say, like, I know a lot of glass artists that have joined in the last like few months, and they get like no views. Like Blue Planet Glass, you might be familiar with her. She joined TikTok, and she's like, I saw her in her story the other day. She was like, how do I grow? And I'm like, it's like impossible now. But there's a select few. Funky Glassworks is on TikTok. She joined after me, and she has 140,000 followers. I have no idea how she did that. Like, it's just... What? So there's like a select few that they just know how to like post to TikTok and make TikToks that people want to see. But then other people will post almost the same videos and similar and they won't get as many. So it's really, it does feel a lot like luck. So it used to be more like just, like you can just toot into the wind and get followers.
I think I want to stalk him. Yeah.
I told them about how you got a stalker from Twitch.
Oh.
With my hesitation with using Twitch. This is he who got a stalker.
Yeah.
Brian, aka Bull Strength.
Robert saw a water spout.
Yeah,
By
so
the
I got
family.
rated by a stained glass artist on Twitch who is in St. Pete. And she was one of the people that I like first saw make stained glass that I was like, and she rated me. But yeah.
Yeah, water spout.
There's lots of like actually old people on TikTok too, so you're not too old. You should just join, it's fun. But yeah, she was like, there's a tornado warning, but it's not for us. But there, I saw that when I checked the weather, it said there were water spouts.
Yeah, they had a touchdown.
Ew, I hate water spouts. Did he toot into the wind too, and that's why you got a stalker? Did you? There was no tooting involved in your streams.
Did you toot? Is this the reference am I getting?
A few minutes ago, I said when you first joined TikTok, or like when people used to join TikTok, you could just toot into the wind and get followers.
Oh.
So that's what it was a reference to. Yes, definitely check out Discord. Also, I don't know if my Discord link is posted, like auto-posted, but if anyone wants to join my Discord, you can join here, and you can post your artwork and see other people's artwork and like recommend small businesses and all that good stuff. You've been here for 5 years, but I don't think I know what a water spout is. A water spout is a water tornado. Yeah. So it is just a tornado that forms above the water, but normally they break up before they hit the shore. Like they don't just like turn into a tornado. I moved here in 2007 is when I moved to Florida. So I've been here for what, like 15 years now-ish? Math. But I actually used to live in St. Pete. So the first time I saw a water spout, I was just like, what is this hell? Because we used to drive across the bridge to Tampa over the Howard Franklin, and we were driving on the bridge and we saw a water spout in the bay, and we were just like, what? We moved here from North Carolina and we're like, what is this? It was terrifying.
Reminds me of that scene in Twister. The water spout that splits into two and then
the cows are just like
revolves around the tornado team.
Yeah.
Twister.
Well, if you're like right on the water, you'd probably see it, but they're not that common. They don't happen that often. But I guess one of his trainees saw a water spout because he's commuting.
I don't know if he's gonna make it. He said he's closing on one of his houses right now. We'll see.
Alright, we're gonna move Miss Maggie over here, and we can start foiling.
Not then we can work out with the other couple.
Okay. This one shouldn't take me as long because there's significantly less pieces. So I should be able to finish it. That one, that little cluster of petals down there took me so long. The lightning has been crazy too. Like, everyone on stream is like, what is happening? It's so crazy there. But yeah, Pixie, I have this love-hate relationship with TikTok because I genuinely think that I wouldn't have been able to do this full-time without TikTok, but now it just makes me angry. because it's just so frustrating. I just don't get it. I don't get the algorithm. I'll spend so much time. Actually, I stopped spending a lot of time on videos, so. A question.
So yeah, I just want to say tornadoes.
Okay.
Down, scooping up fishes.
I mean, water spouts usually are fine. Like water spouts don't normally. I don't think that they come onto the coast. Usually.
They usually don't. Alrighty.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Farewell.
Farewell. I'll see you in like 30 minutes. Yeah, Twitch is really cool too, because like I feel like if you just like wait long enough, you'll get rated at some point. I need it. My Twitch notifications haven't worked in many weeks, and I keep forgetting to update them and like turn them on and figure them out. Because I get so confused by the restream stuff and like where I'm supposed to do the notifications. But yes, I also think I should have a donation thing. I would like a donation thing for people to just throw like a penny at me and be like, focus. Thanks. Because I always talk about it on my streams. And then I log off of my streams and I leave every piece of mess in my art room, and then I come back to it the next day and I don't remember to do anything that I said on the stream. Oh, also, Pixie, do you have a schedule? A streaming schedule? Or do you just kind of like stream whenever? I just stream whenever, so. Technoglass grinder. Do you know what kind of grinder I have, Pixie? I got a whistling CG. But I love it. I just love it. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 p.m. Ah, gotcha. I'm very loosey-goosey with my stream times. It's like usually mid-afternoon-ish. And it's an inland, so it's like basically the most basic grinder you've ever seen in your life. It's an inland whistling CG. Like if you look up glass grinder, it's probably the one that comes up, and it's like super cheap. So after this, I'll have 13 goats left. Yeah, 13 after this. So I'm trying to get 2 done per month, although it's going a little bit slower than I would like. But she's very patient and understanding, so. Technoglass. Is that the one that's called like the grinder? Like, is that the super fancy one? I have an addiction. You may or may not like it. What? What is this addiction? Or do you mean addition? Dusty, get out of here. You little nasty. Stack, you know that makes me stressed. Ah, yeah, that one's like, oh, that was so fancy. Yeah, I got my grinder, I inherited it from my grandpappy. One day I'll upgrade everything. Ah, I see. Yeah. They just came out with a grinder, the Grinder 2. That's so fancy. The Grinder 2. How much is it? I want to see this. Technoglass. Nope, 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 nope. The Grinder 2. Ew. Oh my god, the grinder is $400. Lord have mercy. Ooh, it's smaller. Small but mighty. I love it. I might look into the grinder too, if you really like it, Pixie. Oh, nice. Yeah, my, that's awesome. My ring saw was a gift from my mom. Bless her. Bless her so much. You have to buy all the extra stuff the first grinder just comes with, so they end up being very close in price. Uh-huh. Interesting. Just picked up the grinder this weekend, haven't used it yet though. It's weird having those little bit sleeves instead of a single solid bit. Donation goal for premium upper glass grinder. I do need a donation goal. That's just another thing that I haven't set up. I don't know how to make the donations combined with like Twitch and YouTube. Well, actually Twitch you can't. Well, I have Streamlabs on Twitch. I think you can. I started thinking out loud. There was no cohesion to that. Where's the grinder that does it all for you? Man. Someone needs to make it. But then it would take the beauty. I feel like it would take the handcrafted quality out of it, you know? It's almost 5. I've barely done this one. Oh my goodness. pad laser cutter to class. Someone was telling me that I should do that too. Like, this was forever ago, and I can't remember who it was, but I like my dad is always also saying that I should like find ways to do things more efficiently, like get machines to like automate it, and I'm like, that's completely defeating the purpose of me like expressing myself creatively. I mean, you know, if they market it as like not handmade, I guess, but you know, they wouldn't. My dad told me that I should do something automated like that. I've had people mention it before. The only thing I do, like, I have a table foiler because you still have to have like skills to do that. Like, it's not an automated thing. So I do use a table foiler sometimes for like my smaller pieces, like my honeycombs and stuff. But otherwise, I feel like I'm just about as efficient as I'm gonna get. And that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, no, I agree. Efficiency is one thing, automating the process and completely removing the handmade quality is another. I think people can still do what they would like, but I don't know, I just feel like it wouldn't have as much soul to it, right? If you hand make stuff, there's some soul to it. After it grinds the glass, it gives you cuts on your It cuts the glass for you and then makes sure to harm you so you can act the parts, or so you can look the parts. You've thought of it all. Perfect. The perfect machine doesn't exist. Until now. There she is, being creepy. Just waiting for me to get off work. Now. Go. Oops. Everything in my bones is like telling me I want to stop, and I have to resist the urge to stop so much. We must persist. I think I started at 2 today-ish. So we have no excuse. None. None. Beep. Oh no, definitely go eat. Thank you so much for the raid and for chatting for a bit. I hope you enjoy your food, and I look forward to seeing you in your next stream. Thursday. I don't know if I'll be able to stop in on Thursday. I'm going out for a trip. I'm leaving for a trip to Tennessee on Friday. So Thursday is going to be a little crazy because I'm like, but I will definitely try to check out at least like the VOD or whatever it's called. So thank you for stopping by. It was so nice to chit chat. It is so dark outside right now, you guys. It is spooky. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'll be like posting stuff to my story probably. I'm gonna check the radar because it's like nighttime outside right now. It looks so dark on my hand camera, I'm sorry. Let me adjust this and see. This moth is kind of in the way. That's a little better. That's much better. I should have just done that to begin with. Whoopsies. All right, let's see what the radar is looking like. I'll show y'all how poopy it is outside. Spoopy. I don't know why my internet's not working, unless my internet went out. It doesn't look like the stream has stopped though. Okay. It's very like tornado looking outside right now. Like it's kind of spoopy. It's very low hanging clouds.
Low hangers.
I'm trying to pull up the radar and like it just does not come up on my phone.
Every time I see that person's name, I think Ricky Martin.
Risk. Ricky Martin.
So close to Ricky Martin.
Okay, great. Thank you for clarifying, Risk. Where's the radar? Oh my lord, it's gonna keep getting worse? Oh. Let me just see the past. God, it's so bad.
So there's another one?
Yeah, it looks like there's another thing coming for us.
Does it show the time somewhere?
No. It's like literally the worst one, but I can never get my favorite one to load anymore. Like they just like optimized it and it is not optimized anymore.
There's a big one. Big one incoming. Another one.
Some big kahunas.
Severe weather.
Look how, I mean like look how low those clouds are though.
I saw the wind forecast. Yeah.
Like that's like spoopy. Hold on, let me see if I can move this piece of glass and show everyone. Alright. So, there's too much of you can't see it. They're really spooky though. Really spooky.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like storming really badly and there's 4 people in the gym.
No, I know.
That might be a little.
Because, well, the Tampa forecast is saying It's going to be steady, about 6 to 9 miles per hour winds.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also an advisory saying that we could get 40-mile-an-hour winds. So
Which one is
I
it?
don't know what to... So I think Robert's going to not make it. Hold on.
It's wild. Wild out there, y'all.
Yeah. I don't know what the right answer is.
I mean, like, with how much lightning there is, too, I don't really want to do, like, a barbell exercise.
No, I hear you. I mean, what do CrossFit gyms usually do?
They're just, like, make it part of the WOD. Lightning-y!
Let's see. What's a CrossFit box around here? Citrus Park. Just called Citrus Park CrossFit. It's the closest CrossFit gym. I don't know where that's actually at. Or I think it is. I don't know how many CrossFit places there are in my side. Well, God, I hate to put the lid on another day.
I mean, you're just gonna have to see if they want to come in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If they want to come in, then you train with them. And you just use rubber, use the bands. And you don't touch anything metal. I need a drink of water real quick. I am parched from just hooting and hollering. I don't know why drinking water gives me hiccups, but that's fine. How's Evan doing? Is he terrified?
He was, but for some reason he's like easily pacified when he's on my desk.
Oh, that's nice.
So I have like ambient nature sounds, and he's just like cuddled up next to the speakers.
That's good. See, this one's going by a lot faster. Thank good golly goodness. I didn't realize this was so far this way. I'm sorry. You're just looking at Brian text for like many minutes. Man, this light is making it so you can like see, but not really see. Oh well. Oh well. I think tomorrow I'm gonna sit down and really do a supply order. Sit down and figure out everything I need. Do a supply order, including some stuff to spruce up the stream a little bit, like maybe a stand for my ring light. And it can look like my desk is illuminated by the light of heaven. It'll be awesome. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see what is going on up there. Alrighty, thanks for your patience.
You want this?
Sure. I got my... Hey, go back. Eee! I got it fixed. Thank you. Ew, it's all dirty. Was this just sitting outside?
No, I literally just went and got it for the door knock.
Oh, okay. It's like just covered in dirt and it's like super wet. What's that?
Finger trainers
Oh,
for my
that's cool. So you don't have tiny hands. Like the tiny hand, like so, like if you do a bunch of tiny hand stuff, it like helps you do.
Yeah, this is abduction. So
That's cool. I'm gonna try it.
for my guitar fingers. There you go. I have 3 of them, so you can have one if you want to use it.
Are they all the same?
No. It's 3 different tensions.
I am sure I'm level 1, maybe level 2. So this is Brian got these for his because he plays guitar and he's always doing like tiny hand stuff. So this is doing the opposite movement. So you're like
Yeah, I get really bad. I have really bad carpal tunnel syndrome.
That's such a good workout. It's like working out my hands so much.
And your forearms too, all the way up to your elbow.
Ah!
So that whole kinetic chain runs up through your elbow.
This is wild. This would be really nice for me to practice with.
But I figured, like, when I'm just kind of sitting around, you know, playing Civilization or just kind of relaxing, I can kind of work on my abduction a little bit.
What is that one? Is that the level 2? You're just doing it like it's no big deal. That's cool.
You can try 3 if you want. See what 2 feels like. But I've started working more abduction, and it's helped my carpal tunnel a little bit. I'm trying to do everything I can to avoid actually getting surgery.
Oh.
Yeah, especially you do like a plank, like hold it. You can literally feel it radiate through your carpal tunnel.
So
Hell of a workout. But that's the thing is I can, you know, these muscles are weak. You know what I mean? I do a lot of squeezing and gripping with my training, and then guitar playing and, you know, playing on the computer and stuff.
That's cool.
So this is a good counterbalance for all that.
Oh, my hands are fatigued. My little fingies.
I was sitting in front of the computer the other night,
Mm-hmm.
and I was playing like some kind of strategy game, like a turn-based strategy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just doing abduction exercises on their own, like just repping it out like this.
Those are awful torture devices.
And like my hand was getting really fatigued really fast from. I mean, like I'd get to like 20 reps, and it's just like, whoo, you know. So that's what inspired me to kind of.
It actually feels really good. Like I feel like it feels good on my hands. What I end up doing, I don't do like abduction anything, but like because I'm always like, I end up doing this, and I'm like really like stretching out all of my like hands by doing like swirly things.
Yeah. I like the open hand plank though. It's a good one.
The benefits of dating a personal trainer. Optimal hand health.
I'll take care of your hands. Strategy game? No, Pac-Man's too twitchy. No, like turn-based. Turn-based strategy.
Command and Conquer.
No, that's real time.
Oh.
Turn-based strategy. So like Civilization or Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh.
Or Final Fantasy anything, really. Any game where you're taking turns. It's nice slow pace that you can dictate. Do you want to hold on to the level 1?
Nah. We live in the same house. I'll find it. I can just ask you for it if I want to use it.
True that.
It'll just like sit in here and get lost in the sauce.
Pac-Man is a tough one though. Technically a strategy game. It's like a puzzle platformer kind of thing. Probably won't make it. Alright, so Robert has dropped out. Oh, baby, baby.
Yeah? Is that because we were talking about Britney Spears earlier today?
Yeah. For some reason, I always get that. What's that song? My loneliness is killing me. Like the verse in it.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, my brain always connects that one and Closer from Nine Inch Nails.
Okay.
It's like, oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Help me, I torn apart my insides. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's probably like in the same scale or something. Musically.
There's songs that I like heard when I was a kid, and they were popular when I was a kid, and I won't have listened to them for many years, and they'll just get stuck in my head. Like In Sync songs will just randomly pop into my head and get stuck in my head, and I'm just like, where did that come from? But I think it's like I've always thought that when things like that happen, it really like emphasizes how much of an impact certain things have like in your childhood, because it's like random songs that like there was a CD that I got from Bath and Body Works when I was like in 3rd grade or 2nd grade, and there were 6 songs on the CD, and there was one song. I want to look it up because I couldn't tell you what it was called or who it was by.
What does it sound like?
I'm not going to sing it either because it's like super silly. I'm going to look it up. And this literally has been, I feel like it's been playing on repeat in my head since I was a kid. And I just like occasionally like realize it's playing. The same thing with the Kingdom Hearts theme. But just the part where it says, if you walk away, you won't hear me say something. It's just that line. Okay, hold on. It's the song Don't Make Me by Toya.
Completely off my radar. No idea what that is.
Hey John, how's it going? Dandy glass people. How are you doing today? But yeah, if you look up the song Don't Make Me by Toya, that is a song that I heard when I was in like 1st or 2nd grade, very young, because it was on this Bath and Body Works CD, and it like pretty regularly gets stuck in my head for no reason, and I'm just like, what? Where did that come from? I don't want to play it and then...
Well, you'll get copyright strike.
Yeah. 45 minutes left on shift and then you're out. What do you do again? I thought you did something like super hands-on. What?
I was thinking of that game we saw on Steam. Has the Luigi Cagey in it.
Yeah, I thought you did like ironwork or something. Is that someone else who was saying that? Is that like Jupiter or something?
Jupiter! I got a song, you don't.
CNC part-time jerky boy. Ah. So I was kind of close. Kind of.
Oh man, do you remember the Jerky Boys? Remember the Jerky Boys?
No?
Oh!
What's that?
Showing my age.
Old.
It was like the original, like prank callers.
No.
Like, you heard the, famous Jerky Boys. You kicked my dog. You never heard that one?
I probably have.
Phone call? Okay.
I don't know.
Jerky Boys was '90s phenomenon of just like prank.
Said, I'm not a game show lover.
It was like pre-Jackass.
Man, you missed it earlier, John. We were talking about the Gateses. We were talking about all kinds of things. Serbia. We were just all of it. You missed it. I guess you can watch the replay. If you're really curious. Talking crap about Bill Gates' little sweaters. That was just me, though.
I'm here to help.
He was just watching InfoWars.
InfoWars. Tomorrow's news today.
Well, yeah. Did Brian ever watch the JLP Elliott interview? Did you?
Who?
Elliott Hulse JLP interview?
No. I didn't know they did an interview.
I think you said that to me, John, but then I think when you came in later.
No, I didn't know they did an interview. I'll have to check that out. Wait, who? Oh, okay. I was thinking of Jordan Peterson. The other hermit.
Chaos, Walk into a porta potty and got crap from dozens of people in the same pot. Chaos.
They vibed harder than you can imagine. Yeah, so John said he likes your guest appearances and that you should have a mic. Brian used to stream on D-Live.
I'll be back.
He used to do D-Live streams and like...
John used to be like one of my regulars.
Really?
For sure. Or John... Doesn't John follow me on D-Live?
John Jones.
Yeah, doesn't he follow me on D-Live?
Is that how you came to know SunBearGlassCraft?
I think John Jones is not going to follow what they say, the guy I look like? Conor McGregor?
He said he never saw your streams.
Oh, you never saw him? For some reason I thought your username looked familiar. I thought you were.
There's a Tom Jones.
Maybe it was Tom Jones.
There's John Jones and Tom Jones, and at one point I had both of them in my stream.
Yeah. I'll be back, but I'm coming back in a different incarnation, let's say. I don't want to have fitness live streams where I talk about politics and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to have political live streams on a political channel eventually.
Tom Jones is really thick, Russ. Gotcha. Yeah, that really confused me. Because I saw that I followed Tom Jones, and then I saw I was following someone named Mythic Russ, and I was just like, where's Tom? Who is this?
Yeah,
what
maybe
happened?
It was Tom Jones. There was a Jones that followed me. Alright, so it looks like Andrea still coming in.
Wait, you think that Mythic Russ should do dating advice, or that Brian should do dating advice for dudes? Probably Brian.
You're not gonna like my dating advice.
Why not?
I mean, because people try to rush it. People like online dating.
Oh, yeah.
Speed dating and...
Yeah, he says that you should do
What's
dating
the
advice.
What's the secret? Don't care. Work on yourself and stop caring.
Not right now. This isn't...
It's just a snippet. A little snippet.
The tit of the snippet.
What?
Said the tit of the snippet.
The tit of the snippet?
That's what you just said.
No, I said it was just a little snippet. Just a little snippet.
Oh, it sounded like you said the tit of the snippet.
No. I didn't say the tit of the snippet.
That's
What the hell was that?
why I laughed. That's
Sounds
why
like
I
a
looked.
British saying.
That's why I know. That's why I looked at you and I was
That
like,
looks like another tit on the snippet, isn't it? You what? You got a license for that tip on your snippet?
Stag came into the stream and said that. He was like, "You got a license for that glass."
You got a license for that TV? Got a license to consume state media.
It's all jokes. We're just joking. We're being lighthearted. Okay, I only have a little bit of this left, but honestly, I'm so tired of sitting here. I need a break. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the stream. I'm probably gonna finish this tonight, but I just need to like get some food, chill out a bit, and then start in a little bit once I have a break. So we're gonna find someone on Twitch to raid because I have quite a few people who have stuck around. So let's go ahead and find someone on Twitch. Give me just a second. I'm super slow here. I'll turn the camera so you can feel like you're a part of it. Ooh, too much. There you go.
Right. Yeah, I know who John Jones is. I saw your little comment.
Alright, so let's go to browse. I don't have anyone that I'm following right now. Let's do it. Let's see. Makers and crafting. I wonder if there's any more glass people. Ooh, here's a glass person. Oh, that's me. Ha, teehee. Wood burning. Let's see. This guy's building stuff. Let's find a smaller channel. Give me just a second, y'all. My internet is just slow. 5 viewers. T-shirts. If you have any suggestions for raids also, please let me know. If there's anyone that you think that I should raid. John. I'm following like 30 people, but some of them aren't in crafting. Like some of them are just other random. Who should we go to? Unboxing, diamond painting, weaving hand spun cotton. Crochet and chill. Who is this? Crafty? I'm following someone doing crafts. Oh my god, the ads. Why do they do this to me? No. Here, let's, someone I know is playing Stardew Valley, and they're super sweet, so Actually, stand by. We're gonna do, let's do dire as well. Please don't, please stop. Please stop playing this song. Please.
The only Post Malone?
Just stop.
Post Malone Monster Energy collab?
Okay, so I do a little raid. I think that's how I do it. Great. Okay, awesome. So, everyone's going. I'm gonna go raid. Yay. Ha! Alright, so